And welcome everyone to MTR Truck Series, My Turn Racing Truck Series League. About to get underway. We are about to go live here. First time ever broadcasting these guys. Really looking forward to it. Of course, we are at Texas Motor Speedway. This is the fourth race for these guys, so they're very new into the season. I will update the points and all that stuff here in just one moment. But as we get ready to go racing, you can see right there, you can find more information about them as well, visiting that. So, as we come into this race, last week's winner, Mark Radford, who is he in here in this race? Let me check. I got to double check. He is not in here in this race, but he was the winner last week when they raced last time back at Rockingham. And Carl Hayes finished in second, John Jarrett third, Carl Jacquelet finished third or fourth, and fifth place was Doug Pickering. A little bit of information about where these guys continue to race. We'll have stats and stuff all throughout the season or throughout the race. Like I said, it's still very new on everything, so we'll have to just update it as we go on to see where these guys actually come in at and all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll figure it out and all that stuff, laps led and all that. We got all that information. We got a bunch of information that was given to us that really does help a lot. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens over the course of the race and stuff like that. We'll broadcast it all in and stuff. Anyway, coming into tonight, like I mentioned, we are at Texas Motor Speedway. Look real fast at the weather. There you go. 104-degree track tip, 78-degree air tip. Track very slick here at Texas. Track's very fast. One of the fastest tracks that these guys go to in the truck series. So I've been sitting here watching practice over the last few moments. You can see the 91 of Reese Saunders right now up in the top spot. But if you go and look at the track, it's really unique. A lot of looseness coming out of turn 2. I think everybody kind of understands that coming in, the track does get loose out of turn 2 and turn 4. I've seen a couple guys have some hard crashes already. Seen a couple cars even flipping on the backstretch, but that's just the way Texas is. And I don't expect the race to actually be like that, but you know, we could see it early and have to work out some kinks. This race is kind of short. It's only 80 laps, so it does not last very long. So these guys are going to have to be up on the wheel as quick as they can, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. So far, coming into the race, it is currently the what truck is he? Pickering is currently leading the championship, and he is not in here tonight. It don't look like, so that's going to open the door for somebody else. Carl Hayes could be one of them. Picked up 5 spots last time these guys was on the track. He is currently 2 points behind the leader with 114. Carl Jacquelet, I believe is how you say his name, picked up 6 spots. He is at 107. Andrew Mumbley is in 4th. Mark Radford is in 5th in points coming into tonight. It's going to be a very interesting race. Mile-and-a-half track. Pit road is going to be very interesting. I don't exactly know what we're going to see with tires. I don't expect these guys to stay out there super long on tires. Maybe 20 to 30 laps, and then we'll see them on pit road just 4 tires, because that's how important tire wear and stuff like that can be here. So couple guys you may know. I've seen Carl a couple times. Some of these guys I'm not very familiar with, but looking at the board right now, there's a lot of fast guys in here. All these guys well over 1,000 on the iRatings charts, some up into 4, some up into 6,000. So it's going to be a fun race. It's going to be a very interesting race to see how it all works out over the time. As the race passes, and see what kind of adjustments these guys make on their cars to try to get themselves in better position. Of course, like I mentioned, could become a fuel strategy race. We've seen it done here a couple times. Cars running out, coming on turn 4. It could happen here as well. Texas can be known for that, plus tires, stops, and all that stuff. You just never know. So the practice is about to come to an end. Qualifies get ready to start. Now they do qualifying a little bit different. It's 4-lap qualifying, so a little bit different than 2-lap qualifying. As the practice will come to an end. And qualifying will officially begin here at Texas Motor Speedway. And we'll hop over and we'll watch the number 46 car come out on the track. That is Jamie Sawyer. Cool looking paint scheme on that car. Really neat looking. So these guys got 4 laps of qualifying. I'm going to be interested to see how some of these guys go about approaching qualifying, whether they come down pit road after they run a lap, change the tires, that way they can run some of the fuel out, or will they come down on a second lap, or will they just continue to go all 4? Me personally, I'm going to go really hard on my first lap, and then I'm going to come down pit road the next lap and take tires and then go back out and finish my qualifying. As we get ready to go. Get ready to go, green flag. Coming through Charleville. And the first place car right now, Jamie Sawyer, who is currently out in front. Right now leading by, Carl Haas jumps up. Let's jump over and look at another one of these drivers, Derek Pemberton, who is on his second lap. He may come down the pit road. Let's see if he can. Or see if he does. Derek now coming down pit road. I expect a couple of these guys to actually do that. Here is, I'm not going to butcher this name, so I'm not going to try. I'll just say Demetrius, I believe is how you say his last name. So I will try not to do that for Tennessee, but he jumps up to the top of the board with a 30.405. Remember, I did mention a couple of these guys probably going to come down pit road to take 4 tires. I do know a couple guys already doing that. See Landon Lacey out on track in the number 11 overtake Toyota. Going through 3 and 4. He is currently 4th. Let's see if he can jump up on top of the board. Actually, he's coming down pit road, so we'll see what he's doing. Probably taking tires. John Jarrett on track. He qualifies 13th. 31.038 right now for the driver of the 59 car or truck. See if he can improve here on his next lap. Still at the top of the board right now is Reese Saunders. And out of turn 4, John Jarrett going across the start-finish line. We'll see what he can do. And he stays in 14th for now. Landon Lacey back out on track. Here's Andrew Mumbley. We'll watch him for just a second. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here in qualifying as the number 10 truck gets into the wall, so he will be shutting that car down. We'll hop on board with Landon Lacey and get a ride around Texas Motor Speedway. Through the tri-oval, you can see how much speed this truck actually does have. A lot of people think the truck kind of a little bit slower, but I promise they're a lot faster than what a lot of people think. See how close he's getting to that white line on the bottom? He's going to try to ride that all the way around, try to pick up as much time as he can as he exits turn 2. And he's going to try to approach, I like saying it's kind of like Charlotte in 3 and 4. You can kind of see it. He's trying to get that truck to the bottom right now. Does a pretty good job on getting it down there. Not as low as probably what he wanted. But he works up out of 4. Landon Lacey going to cross the start-finish line, and he will improve a little bit, but he jumps up to 4th, stays in 4th with a 30.8 or 584. John Jarrett still out on track. Let's jump over to Lance Sims in the 04 Burger King Chevrolet. Working through turns 1 and 2 now. Currently 16th with a 31.551. Definitely going to need to be a little bit faster than that during the race. Maybe he's just one of the guys that like to start a little bit further back, but definitely going to need a little bit faster lap. Lance Simon, not Sims, I apologize. And across the start-finish line, we'll see what he can do. Does not improve on that lap. John Jarrett, by the way, jumps up to 10. We got Nigel Jong, I believe is how you say his name. I don't want to butcher, so I do apologize to him for that. Nigel right now working through 3 and 4 as well. It's interesting these guys actually choose to run 4 laps. I find that very interesting. A lot of, NASCAR top series only decides to run. It looks like he's actually going to slow down, so he's wanting to get a slow qualifying lap. But it looks like a lot of these guys actually choose, to run 2 laps in most series. But very interesting that these guys choose to do 4. I kind of like it. Kind of reminds you of something like an Indy car that they would normally run or something like that. I don't know. I like the idea of running 4. I think some super late models actually run 4 as well. I'm not really sure. Got about 3 minutes left here in practice. You see Nigel back on the track again. And I think he's actually starting another green flag lap. He is, so we'll see him go around. And the number 41 Chevrolet. See if he can improve. In the meantime, let's grab an interview. Who do I want to go with? We'll go with Atlanta Lacey for now. Oh, hold on. I can grab Landon here, and Landon, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Currently 5th right now on the board. Just your first race in this league. I just joined a few moments ago. What are you looking for?
Really, the truck's good on a short run. Really on the long run, I'm looking just for grip. Even on entry, it's tight. But exits seem to be okay. I haven't had too much issues with exits. But entry and center are definitely a little tight on long runs.
We know this is, a kind of a short race. It's only 80 laps, so it's not a very long race at all by any means. Do you kind of approach that a little bit different? Is it more of a dash race, or do you still want to be, patient and stuff, knowing it is 80 laps?
I mean, I still want to be patient. There definitely is a more sense of urgency, but I'm still going to take my time because, I mean, we still have to. I mean, 80 laps is still longer than a fuel run, so I mean, if this thing was to go green, you still have to save a little bit of tire to be able to, get through the whole run if it does turn out going green all the way.
All right, man. Well, go out there and see what you can do. I know y'all be up here working strategy, so we'll be trying to check back in here and there throughout the race and see what's up.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks a lot, man. That was Landon Lacey. I also want to bring in Carl if I can grab him, who looks like he's going to be qualifying in the 3rd spot or 4th spot. Hey, Carl, you got a copy? Hey, Carl, you have a copy? Oh, don't think he's there right now. See if we can get him back in here in just a few moments. But he's qualified in 4th right now at the moment. We'll have to wait and see where that all shakes up at towards the end of this race. But we are just about set to go green flag racing. Looks like Reese Saunders is going to be your pole sitter. And I want to try to get our pole sitter actually in here. Hey, Reese, you got me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
I think I said your name right, correct?
You did, yes.
Thank you. All right, so it looks like you're going to be sitting on a pole for this race, man, and we got a pretty good sized field in here. What's it going to take to be able to get that or keep that truck out front?
Oh, it's going to be a harder race. I mean, qualifying's only a very small part of the battle here. We've got some very quick drivers here in the server. Lots of people who I think are probably a little bit quicker than me over a long run. So for me to win this race, I will have to execute a perfect race. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll do all right though.
I keep hearing a little bit about tires. How much, I know you don't want to give away too much because you never know who's listening, but how much do you really focus on trying to save enough tire for the longer runs of this race?
Oh, it's for me, it's quite a big focus. I'm naturally quite tire greedy, so it's definitely an important thing to get right. I know Nigel, who's qualified second, is very dainty with his tyres, and Carl Hayes, who's in fourth place, is also quite good with his tyres. So, you know, I'll definitely have one eye over my shoulder, making sure I'm looking after my stuff.
Well, man, you look really fast out there so far, so go out there and see what you can do. It's going to be a fun race, and I'll be up here watching you and calling the race, so good luck today.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
All right, here we go. Let's get a look as we get ready to set the grid. You can see them right there already starting to line up on the grid. That number 91 truck, as I mentioned, going to be starting in the front row alongside Nigel in the 41 truck. Keep your eye on that 41. Kind of got an idea who we think is going to be up in the top 5. He could be one of the guys to watch. So, if you look in row number 2, we got the 51 and the 96, Carl Haas. Keep your eye on the 96. Like I said, I'm not very familiar with the 51, so I'm kind of going off judgment of who I know is going to be fast. Row number 3, Landon Lacey, Andrew Mumbley. We know Landon is fast. As a teammate of mine, I like to say that he's got a chance to win this thing, and he does. The only downfall to Landon, he has to put a complete race together and not make any mistakes, and that tends to kind of sometimes, you know, get involved in, you know, his races, but when he does put a complete race together, he's usually inside the top 5. And then, of course, I mentioned Andrew Mumbley. Got to watch out for the number 10 truck. We don't know a whole lot about him, like I mentioned, but we're definitely going to be watching him close. We got Carl Jacquelet, I believe is how you say his name, starting in row number 4, alongside Callum Barron in the Chevrolet. The Chevrolet of Jamie Sawyer, I've raced with Jamie, I think, before. Very fast driver. Going to be starting in row 5, starting in 9th, alongside Matthew Coleman. Row 6, we got Doug Pickering. Remember, watch out for that 2 truck. One of the favorites also. And John Jarrett. John's one of the other guys. I've seen him race a couple times. He's one of the guys that actually could be an upset in this race. And it's really going to be interesting to see what he can do in the number 59. We got the Chevrolet starting in 13th, Benjamin Gregory alongside Stewart Humphrey. In row number 8, we got Derek Pemberton in the Toyota alongside Michael Jones. Once again, Derek, one of them drivers that really is aggressive. He needs to learn to be a little bit patient in this race and let stuff happen in front of him. And I do look for him to possibly have a good run, possibly a top 10, maybe a top 5. We'll see. Ben Saunders, Lance Simmons. Keep your eye on the 77. Luke Ridgway and Jake Foster. And row number 11, we got Daniel Beckett. So as we get ready to roll here at Texas Motor Speedway, about to go 80 laps or 1 hour. So this race should be fun. Do expect cautions here early on. That's one thing I will mention. This race is known for cautions because how close you run. So early on in these runs, the restarts are absolutely insane. As we watch Reese Saunders in the number 91 My Turn Racing, sponsored by HomeNet Hosting. Most of you all know that already, because we broadcast the race sponsored by them as well. Pace car does drop on pit road, and the green flag is out. We're racing for Texas Motor Speedway, and it is the number 91 getting a early jump a little bit ahead of that 41 car. He's able to clear the 41 car. We got Landon Lacey now looking to try to take 4th away from Carl Hayes. And he does take that away. Actually, I think Landon started in 4th, so he is using that low line right now. We'll see if that high line starts to come into play for Carl as he moves to the outside of Landon Lacey. And right behind them, we've got a whole mess of cars. This is the 3 and the 10 of Andrew Mumbley. Side by side now with the 67 of Callum Barron. 67 truck, Valvoline. He was really fast in practice. Did have a little bit of trouble off the curb too, a couple of times that we noticed. Something to keep it on. We got one car getting a little loose. Car scrambling towards the back. We got 4 wide towards the back. Derek Pemberton right now in a whole big mess. 3 wide in the middle. Right in front of them, he's got another truck 3 wide that's going to pull down to the inside. That is 26 of Matthew Coleman. I apologize. 1 car in the wall. He's going to go through the grass, and it looks like we stay green for now. Big trouble on the front stretch. 24 gets into the door of that 5 truck as caution flag comes out, and what a lot of damage. That was a hard hit. We mentioned Texas, nowhere to really go in certain situations. Let's see what happened here. It looks like that 5 truck may have overcorrected in the grass, and he did come back up on track. And that's what caused the caution. So Benjamin Gregory Probably going to have a little bit of explaining to do on that one. See right there, comes back up on track. I don't think he actually meant to come that far back up on track. Actually, it was the 81 of Derek Pemberton making contact with the 5. As we can try to get a look. I don't know if that's what actually sent the 5 car into the wall. Let's get a little bit look here. Derek right in that middle groove. And, you know what? The 81 may have came up. I don't think that's originally what caused it. There was a little bit of contact. But honestly, I don't see too much there with that. So, pit road is going to be open. It's going to be interesting to see if we have pit stops because I know tires are very crucial here at Texas Motor Speedway, and the cars right now working through. I wonder how many people is going to hit my cone. Love when people do that, let me tell you. Here they come. Down pit road, we got some takers. Some staying out. Landon Lacey pulls out onto the track. Some other cars coming down. And Derek Pemberton is going to jump out of line as well. Track position could be key. Gonna be honest, I know we didn't go too many laps, but we'll see how that plays out. All right, guys, we'll take a quick break. Be right back right after this. Live from Texas Motor Speedway, MTR Truck Series League. Back here live from Texas Motor Speedway, about to go back green. Anybody watching the NASCAR race? Hard wreck just happened. Seen that just now. I didn't mention that. Anyway, Reese Saunders still up in front, so it's going to be interesting to see what these guys can do on these older tires. There is one car that stayed out with 2 tires, actually took 2 tires. Well, 2 trucks took 2 tires. Doug Pickering in a 2, and the 44 of Jake Forrester. Looks like he took 2 as well. Remember, Doug Pickering currently your points leader coming into tonight. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. As I try to actually... There we go. Doug Pickering so far, no wins yet this season. Does have 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s. Mark Radford, as I mentioned, has a win. And Nigel actually has 2 wins. So we'll see if Nigel can actually get another win here at Lone Star State. As pace car lights are off, we are about to go back green flag. Pace car going to drop down pit road. And Saunders is going to lead us back to the green flag as green flag back out once again in the air. What a restart for the number 91 car. Now it's going to be interesting because here comes Landon Lacey now looking to the inside of that 41. Looks like he has a nose, gives the 41 a little bit of a bump, it looked like. Landon, however, is going to take over 3rd place. We'll see what happens with these older tires. Here comes the number 2 truck, Doug Pickering. He does have 2 tires on that truck. So will there be a difference? It's going to be interesting to see if any of these guys just let them go over the course of this race, or right here at the start of this race, knowing that they got fresh tires. And it kind of gives these guys that did not take fresh tires, and the guys that did, an idea if something happens when you go to the green towards the end of this race. Jump back a little bit in the field as it's starting to get a little crazy again. We're going back. Anthony Coleman, he is side by side. He's actually going to lose that spot to the 36. Stewart moves in to 13th, right behind John Jarrett. Back up towards the front for the lead. Oh, here goes a little wide. That is Reese Saunders goes wide. He does open the door for that 41. Nigel looking to take the lead here on lap number 9. And he does clear the 91. Here comes Lando Lacey now, looking to try to take second away from Reese as they go down the back stretch side by side. One in turn number 3. That number 11 truck looking really fast. I don't know if he's quite as fast as Reese, but definitely a good start to his MTR racing debut. Up inside the top 5, making a really good start so far. He's racing one of the best guys so far this league has to offer. And Lando Lacey takes away second place. We'll jump back a little bit further. Here comes Doug Pickering now for third place. We got one truck back in the wall as the 36 not going to bring out a caution. He did keep it up against the wall. No caution will fly. Keep in mind, the third place truck right now has 5 laps older or newer tires on one side of the truck. Took 2 lefts. We got the 44 now looking to the outside of the 91. There's Jake Foster right behind him. We got the 67. Callum Barron, Carl Haas is going at it. Oh, we got a couple cars actually scraping the wall. That was the 44 that actually scraped the wall right in front of Carl. And Carl may have got some of the wall as well. Since the cars fly, I don't know if it was off his truck or not. Here comes the 44, Jake Foster, Forrester, I'm sorry. Looking to the inside of the 91. He's going to move in to take 4th away. Single file now up inside the top half the field right now. Got back a little bit through the field. 23 truck back in 16th place. This is Daniel Beckett, who started in 21st up to 16th, so he's definitely moved up a couple spots. So far, so good as we continue to stay green flag racing here. Jake Forrester really starting to put some pressure now. He also took 2 tires on that, the 44 truck. Started back in so track position, definitely key for him as he's actually able to complete some passes right now. These guys that actually took 4 tires, not extremely doing much. The Carl Haas back in 6th place. He's starting to look to the inside. This is for 5th, but he is the highest running truck that took 4 tires right now. I'm actually kind of surprised to see that the 4 tires not really working. Maybe the call to stay out looks like it was a good one for a lot of these guys. Derek Pemberton, I know, made that call. So did the 40, or so did the, who was it? Was it or the 67 maybe? I think. Oh, I apologize. What else was it? Who was it that stayed out? I don't even know. I think about a bit Derek's what I'm thinking of. Pretty much single file, still up front. Jump back a little bit. Jamie Sawyer starting to slowly put a little bit of pressure on Derek Pemberton as both of them get loose coming off turn 2. Might be the tire wear starting to happen. Keep in mind we could see pit stops early because tires are going to be way more important than fuel here. Definitely don't want to run or get too tight and crash into the wall, but it is Jamie Sawyer looking to the inside of Derek as Derek trying to hold it off using a high line. Keep in mind that that is a pass with the truck that did take 4 fresh tires. Jamie Sawyer is able to complete the pass, moving Derek back to the 9th position. So far, so good. John Jarrett, another guy that took 4 tires, starting to put the pressure on, bringing Demetrius, I believe is how you say his name, at a 51 along with him. A good little group right here. 4 trucks racing for the 8th position. Very interesting to see how much, the entry or the line changes for some of these cars or trucks. You can see all 3 really taking a different approach on entering turn 1. Let's see if they take a different approach entering turn 3. Looks like the 46 and the 81 took the same top, but it does open the door for the 51 as he's underneath Derek. Them tires making contact. Derek may have came down just a little bit on the 51. Something he needs to realize that these guys do have fresh tires and not to race them too hard. He is making his debut start to lead. Definitely don't want to get off on the wrong foot, make an enemy. Derek Pemberton. I know you can already hear me. Jump back up towards the front. A little bit. Actually, this is, where was it? Right here. Nigel right now kind of checked out over second place. He is 8.6 seconds ahead. Last time by, Nigel about a tenth faster. A little under a tenth faster than the second place and third place. We have cars coming to pit road. I thought we had a car coming to pit road. Maybe not. Once again, I do expect caution or green flag stops to possibly happen. As we look back, here's the pass, possibly for fifth. Carl Haas was able to get around Reese Saunders for fifth place. He's not letting it go easy. See if the guy can get a run. We hop on board. 44 Jake Forrester goes up a little wide. That's going to open the door for Carl. As Carl looks to the inside across the tri-oval, does about even at the line. See if Carl could try to take away fourth spot here, as we are only lap 21 into this 80-lap race. Carl able to squeeze in front of Jake, going to slide up in front of him, and does complete the pass. One thing interesting about this race is you just see Doug Pickering take away the second spot. Of course, Doug took 2 tires. Could be playing a factor here in the longer run. But one thing interesting about this race is I mentioned how many laps it was earlier, and do you want to go aggressive or not? We're starting to see, we've seen a little bit of aggressiveness with some guys staying out in that first stop. Track position means that much to these guys, so they decided to stay out. So far it's worked. Nigel is still out in front by a little over a second, 1.19. Still the fastest truck in the race. Here's the 3 truck trying to get a run on the 26 Matthew Coleman. That would be for 15th. And right now they get single file, so that's not going to work out too well. Jump back up a little bit. I'm anxious to see when I keep mentioning when the stop's going to happen. The leaders and a couple other guys have been out there for 24 laps on these tires, so they definitely got an idea of what the tires are going to do on a longer run. Like I mentioned, I do expect if I was these guys, I would pit earlier. To be honest, I would do it around lap 30 and try to do this in a 2-stop race around 30 and 60, and you'll be good to the end. Or 25, make it 25 and 50. That way you'll have a 30-lap run to the end. But I like the idea of hitting a little bit earlier before these, take advantage of fresh tires, and that will be a huge advantage for whoever does that. Now, the other guys have to commit to it as well, and usually, as long as we've been running, I do expect that to happen, as Lando Lacey puts some pressure on second place of Pickering right now, coming out of turn 2, but I love the idea of early pit strategy if you're able to make it work. It's a gamble, but it does work. Just to give you guys an idea of what the tire fall off is right now. We'll jump back to battle for 10th as well. But if you go and look at the tire fall off at the moment, it's pretty big. So far the fastest lap of the race. And I gotta think we have a problem, and we do, so we'll be restarting our iRacing sim. So we'll be right back. I have a problem with iRacing, don't know why I decided to do that, so we'll be right back. Welcome back. Sorry about that, guys. Gotta love when iRacing decides to have issues. For some reason that's been happening to everybody lately. I don't know why. Anyway, we're back here, and the race is still going on in green. You haven't missed much. Still battling right now. We're watching the two truck, and we do see Lana Lacey got past just a moment ago. Guys, with the 4 tires starting to slowly creep up just a little bit over hill. But he's back in third or fourth. Carl Haas right behind him. We can jump back just a little bit back to 11th. This is the 46, Jamie Sawyer. And Michael Jones in the 66 car, 666 car. Pretty good racing so far, all these guys. And honestly, not bad at all. Some of these guys have never raced together before, besides the last couple of races. Really starting, I mean, it's a good group of guys. Like, if you look at this field is actually pretty stacked. We do got green flag pit stop starting to happen. 44, Jake Foster hits the pit road. I like the call. If I'm these other guys, I'm coming now. You're going to be losing way too much time to the leader or to these guys. See if anybody else decides to come down. These guys are coming down yet. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll see where that shakes Jake up. That was a lap 35. So honestly, it's interesting because these guys are still going to have to pit again. Maybe. Although if they can make it to lap 40, they can do it on a one-stop race. So that's something interesting to be thinking about. And if a caution comes out, it's going to change everything. We just never know. Here comes the 59 car coming down pit road. John Jarrett hits the apron coming down pit road this time. I like the call. Back up towards the front. This is a battle for second place. Reese Saunders looks to the inside. Remember, Reese started up in the front row. He's making his long run work. He actually fell back quite a bit. Lana Lacey looking to take advantage of that as well as the 91 gets a runner in it. And let's see if Carl tries to do it as well. Lana will pull back up to the outside. Should possibly drop here behind the 91 once again if the 91 can get a run. Lana going to stay in the middle of the track. Here comes that 2 truck of Doug Pickering actually making that high side work at the moment. Oh, the 91 was a little bit of a bobble there using the bottom line. And it looks like no positions change hands at the moment. Looks like we got the 51 on pit road as well. Green flag stop starting to take place. Excellent run by all these guys right up here in the top 5 right now. Really close race, especially second through fourth, as Nigel has checked out over everybody. It looks like the 67 is on pit road as well. Landon with the run underneath the 91, almost squeezes up into the quarter panel. 91 may have held him just a hair, which definitely nothing wrong about that. Just trying to hold him down, make sure he don't complete the pass. That's where aggressiveness starts to come out of some drivers. Bunch of guys starting to hit pit road. 67 on pit road. Who else is that? It looks like the 36 on pit road. Actually, I heard 67 is already off pit road. 36 is on pit road as well. And a little bit of contact between the 11 and the 91. This is for third place. If I'm at 11, or if I'm Carl, I'm seeing this in front of me, I'm hitting pit road now. I want to take advantage of the fresh tires. You will cut out in front of these guys if you're able to go ahead and pit, even the 44, which he's already been on pit road. I apologize. And you can see what the difference in fresh tires are. Look at that 44 get a run on the outside. He is pushing the 91 up towards the front. Keep in mind, he don't want to do that, but he's trying to get around all two of these guys, and he's actually going back at 3 wide on the very high side and complete the pass. That's the difference in fresh tires and not tires. Carl Haas hits pit road. I like the call for the 96 to hit pit road. He pitted for the 5th spot. See, Derek Pemberton hit pit road as well. Like the call. Here comes the 41. No, not going to pit. We could have some other guys pitting right now. We do. The 91, the 11 on pit road. Love the strategy to go ahead and do it. You're going to be able to take advantage of the tires. And we'll see. I mean, you're going to see how much time. Landon and Reese is going to be behind some of these guys that took tires early in the run. Now, their tires will fall off a lot faster and all that, I understand. If the caution was to come out, it's going to be big for the guys that pitted early. Looks like Derek Pemberton, possibly a too fast entering, had a slow pit stop. He's going to be actually 2 laps down now. Not the way he wanted that stop to go. He's looking for a caution possibly, as you see him actually getting passed by 2nd place. Watching Nigel right now, who's been out front now for 34 laps, makes that 35 laps. Tried to continue his pace. Nigel already 2 wins on the season. Great job so far. And I remember this is the first time we've got to broadcast these guys, so haven't seen his previous races, but just looking at it, you can kind of see. Right now he is averaging. I can actually find him. Oh, there he is. Averaging 43 points per race. Actually, right now, he is averaging more points than anybody per race. These guys already raced at Auto Club, Martinsville, and Rockingham. As you see, the leader on pit road. That means Daniel Beckett going to take the lead at number 23 truck. See how long he stays out. Not going to stay out for long, as we're already down to 45 laps, already in 45 laps, on lap 45. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. By the 44 pitting so early, he is now your leader. I love to call the pit super early. You have to do that here. You've got to take advantage of the tires. And we see track position. Going to be key. We got a car spinning. The leader makes contact with the, looked like a 65. Was it 65? Trying to see who that was. Oh, it was the 04. I apologize. He does save it now on pit road. Just make a slight contact with him and a great save by Lance Simon. The Burger King truck actually does miss his pit box, so he's going to have to back up. But you see right there what can happen with older tires and all that good stuff. just looking at the lineup right now. Yeah, some of these guys really that was not up front that pitted way earlier than some of these other guys kind of changed hands. Landon now behind Carl, and that's just a difference in one lap, and it's kind of close between them two, but that is just a difference in one lap for the 96 and the 11. Now, of course, on the longer run, we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. May work out for Carl, but definitely like the idea, like I mentioned with Pete mentioned earlier. Nigel looking underneath the 51. This is for position. This is 7-lap tires. You can see the difference. Nigel's just going to blow past Demetrius and take over fourth spot. Next guy that he's going to try to run down is Jake Foster, who actually may have just gotten to the wall. Don't see any damage, but it looks like he got to the wall just a little bit. Maybe not. Still got two guys that need to pit. That is 23 and 3 from what I'm seeing. Maybe actually may have been on the road. But I don't think they have. Fairly certain they have not. Yeah, they have not. They're running 33-second laps. First and second places right now. Go back for position. Once again for 7th place. Ohio's trying to hold on to that spot. And also, it looks like it was 67. Yeah, so all this is for position. This is for 6th place. See Carl going underneath the 67 at his older lap tires. About 4-lap difference. And they're able to make that pass fairly easy. 96 able to clear the 67. 11 trying to follow suit. Looks like Landon going to be able to take advantage of that here in 1 and 2. And he does as well. So both of them guys move up one spot. That's 5th and 6th place now. We got another truck on pit road and just exit. That is the 23. They just exited pit road. Or exited pit road. Some of these guys will not pit again. I don't expect some of these top guys not to pit anymore, especially Nigel. Jake might actually pit. But I don't know for sure if he's going to have to. Probably. I don't know how far he can go on gas. He's been out there now for 18 laps. The 44 has. Leda was able to get around Carl for 5th place, as you see here. Jump back just a little bit. Oh, what happened? Got another car on pit road. Yep, Carl Chocolate on pit road. And he's going to be giving up the top spot, and Nigel is going to take over the lead. That is now 4 lead changes on the race. So far, 38 laps led for the driver of the 41 truck. So far, so good for him. To the field. Jared's done a pretty solid job. He started back there, I believe it was, what was it, like 15th, 14th, something like that. Just looking through the field right now, getting a rundown where everybody's at. As right now, this is a big spot. Derek Pemberton right now would be the lucky dog if a caution was to come out. However, Andrew Mumbley about to go 1 lap down to the leader. This is for 13th that the leader's passing. And he will. No, the 10's in the wall. Does complete the pass. So it's going to be the question, how much is this going to hurt the 10? He got in the wall pretty hard. 77 in the wall as well. Ben Summers. I keep showing this because that is the lucky dog spot. They're going to be trying to battle it out here in just a moment. So we'll jump back up to 6th place once more. Now keep in mind, Jake Foster that you see right here is on 23 lap tires now as he gets into the wall at turn 4. Slows it down just a little bit. That time by, his lap time definitely slowed to 32.591 compared to a 32.590 behind him and a 32.107 behind him. So Landon actually right now is the fastest out of the top 3 with the 4 besides the Nigel. Nigel right now being the fastest out of all of them. For position, for 12th spot. I apologize, it's for 10th, the 91, Reese Saunders. Will go around. By the way, he had a slow pit stop. I believe he got caught speeding as well. Looks like Andrew Humphrey, another guy that got caught speeding when he hit pit road. Looks like we do got one car on pit road now. Stuart Pumphrey is on pit road. Once again, I don't expect all these guys to come back down pit road, as we only have 20 laps to go. We got the 51 that's slowing the wall. Let's get a replay of this. Actually, almost loses it. Landon Lacey went to the inside and just gets loose above the 11. Boy, he was working that wheel. Oh, hard into the wall though. That makes hard contact. Carl takes over that spot as well. Not what the 51 wanted. Let's check on the damage. Quite a bit of damage on the right front of the 51 truck of Demetrius. And he's actually going to get past now about a 67 of Colin Barron. Unfortunately for the 51, not the way he wanted so far to go. Battle for 9th place. Saunders trying to get around Jamie Sawyer. What a run out of turn 1 or 2 he gets. He's going to look to the inside going into 3. Notice some of these guys backing up the corners quite a bit. As you see, Reese will take that spot away. And here comes the new car. Doug Pickering gets around Carl. Doug really fast right now, about 3/10 faster than everybody in front of him besides Nigel. Doug takes over 4th place. See if he's able to run down that 11 truck with just a few laps to go. So far, only one caution, not bad at all. That caution came out very early in the race. Back on lap 2, I believe it was. Comes to 23. Trying to get around the 10. That is for 13th spot. Of course, that is a lap down position, but that is a spot indeed. So he does take away 13. Ben Summers, by the way, in the 77, he is on pit road as well. It's getting numerous amounts of time there. Looks like he's got some damage to that truck he's trying to repair. Trying to find the closest position battle. Right now, it would be this one. The 96 trying to close on Doug. Look at Derek Hamilton. That's what fresh tires does for you. Holy cow. Let's see if anybody else comes in. If they notice that he pitted or something like that. He pitted a few laps ago. I think we just had another issue, guys. I think we're crashing again. We did, for some odd reason. We'll be right back right after this. Hopefully we'll be back in time for the exit.
chair of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Would it be Tim Hogan? It's going to be Christopher DeMary at the line.
Welcome back again, guys. Sorry about that. It keeps crashing. I'm not sure if it's where it's a different server, like a cross-sea server from where I'm at, or why it keeps crashing out. That's weird. Anyway, we're back here once again. We're watching the 41. He's trying to load up here in a second. That is Nigel DeJong, who's currently leading the race. He has been out front now for 55 laps still, over second place Jake Foster at the moment. Very interesting race so far. Been a very clean race. Only one caution so far for the entire 80 laps. Well, 70 laps that we have ran. Really, right now, there's not a whole lot going on. We can jump back to third place. The only thing I see that's going to slow this 41 down is what we're seeing right now. That is traffic. He is on rails, though. I mean, it's going to be tough. You kind of see it right there. That's the only thing I see that's going to slow this 41 down. But you see, he'll make quick work here of, looks like a 66. I won't say quick work. Definitely not easy. Actually, that's Michael Jones that he just passed. He's going to be trying to pass on 46. Jamie Sawyer. So we're starting to get some faster guys now. The only quickest position, or only position battle is kind of close. Right here for third place. Landon Lacey trying to hold on to third place. Trying to run down Jake Foster as well. Landon definitely faster, has run down Jake Foster, but this two of Doug Pickering really starting to close in the gap. We'll see what happens over the last few laps of the race between them. Meanwhile, the 41 gets around the lap cars and trying to drive away from them. This right here for position as well, John Jarrett, Reese Saunders. 91 going to take a peek to the outside of the 59 going into turn 3. Does we get around him? There's a position battle for ninth spot. 46 may give us 66 above. Not going to happen right now. As we jump back up inside the top 5 for third place, Landon Lacey has caught the back of the 44. Doug Pickering, who is currently coming in here as your points leader, is trying to put some pressure on Landon as well. So good battle here for what will be second place. Keep in mind that 44 way older tires than the rest of these guys. So caution flag, we may actually go back green. I don't know. We're going to have 4 laps to go. It looks like the 10 truck is slow on the track. And what happened? Oh, this is weird. This is an odd caution. He actually pulls out of pit road and gasses it up, and around he goes. Right up in the middle of the track. And unfortunately for the 10, caution comes out, which was a good caution actually, to throw that, because that was a very bad place to sit as the leaders was actually coming up to him. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I don't think we're going to be able to go back green flag. I think that could be it. But what a race it's been, either way. Great racing all the way around for most of these guys. Very clean league for my first race ever broadcasted with them. Very clean racing. As we should find out here in just a second. If we don't get 2 to go this time, it will be the end of the race. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Definitely gonna Lando Lacey faking like he's gonna go on pit road. Pace lights are still on, so if they do not go off this time, we will know for sure. We did have a car actually come down pit road, which is weird. John Jarrett comes down pit road. I'm not saying that's not a bad call. If we get 2 to go, I mean, he's taking a big gamble, but if we get 1 to go, I mean, he's only going to be restarting at 9th, so what's the worst that's going to happen? If we get 1 to go, expect that 59 car to have a chance at possibly, honestly, winning this thing. With 4 tires, even with the 1-lap shootout, he's going to have so much more speed, full throttle for him. So if we get 1 to go, watch out for that 59 truck. I'm going to go ahead and call it. If we get 1 to go, it's going to get wild. Hey, we're probably going to see a wreck if we get 1 to go. These guys know we're not if we got 1 or 2 to go. But I have to wait and see what happens as pace car works out of turn 4. Will we go back racing here at Texas for the MTR Truck Series? Pace slots are going to stay on, so it looks like that will be the race, guys. It looks like your winner going to be Nigel DeJong in the number 41 truck, with Jake Foster and Landon Lacey finishing in 3rd place. John Jarrett really didn't like it. He did give up a spot, but hey, you can't blame the guy for coming down pit road. We got a couple other cars coming down pit road too, which is very weird to see cars coming down pit road. Okay. What a run that Nigel actually had. This will be his 3rd win of the season. The driver of the 41 truck led 63 laps. So it's going to be about 65 before we cross the line out of 80. And the white flag is going to be out. So what a race we had here tonight. Only 2 cautions for 80 laps is definitely not bad by any means. A great run for a lot of these guys. Really, you're looking at the top 5. Got to give Landon Lacey credit. Honestly, he's my teammate, but I got to give him credit because making his debut start, and he battles with guys that has double I rating he has. So great run for him. But I also got to give a shout out to Jake Forrester, who pitted super early and made the tires work. I don't know if he would have actually stayed in 2nd. That's just one of the things we never know. But he actually was able to make the right call and finish in 2nd place with the early pit strategy. So good job for him on making that call in the 41 car. As we work through turn 3 and 4, we're going to see the checkered flag this time. And the winner here at Texas Motor Speedway, number 41 of Nigel DeJong, I think is how you say his last name. Once again, I apologize if not. Winner, Texas Motor Speedway MTR Truck Series. What a run for the 41. Good run for the 44. Good run for that 11 as well. Congratulations, Bump, on the 41 truck. And a little congratulations from the 11 as well. Well ran race for the 41 though, flawless today. See if we can get an interview with Nigel if he is in the interview room. Actually, I do not see him, so unfortunately not going to get an interview with him or Jake, so we're going to have to jump over and talk to Leda Lacey here in just a moment. As the house been burnt down by the driver of the 41. Congratulations, Nigel Dijon. What we're going to do, we're going to hop over and talk to Landon Lacey, who finishes in 3rd place. Hey, Landon, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, 3rd place, not bad for your debut. You started up in 4th as well. Overall, happy with the outcome?
Oh yeah, I mean, first race in this league, very happy with the outcome. Felt like I could have got one more there. If we would have ran all the way to green, I felt like I could get around the 44. Had a little bit fresher tires than he did. But at the same time, I don't know if I'd have been able to hold off the 2. He had fresher tires than I did. So, all in all, happy race. Go ahead.
After seeing what Jake did, and with him being able to stay out and actually hang inside the top 3, would you have pitted a couple laps earlier to try to take advantage of the fresh tires, or was you pretty much happy with where you pitted?
Well, I mean, I stayed out with him after that first little short 4-lap run we had. I was able to keep up with him for a little bit, but after a while he pulled away. So seeing that, you know, even on even tires, that I couldn't keep up. I mean, to me, I was just racing everybody else. I don't think I had anything for the 41.
Well, man, good run today. You haven't raced really in a while, so a 3rd place for you. Not bad. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, of course. On the truck, Overtake Motorsports, which is the team that you own and I race for. You, of course, you always do a great job at your broadcasting, and always like being a part of the broadcast when I can. Here, Double L Computers. If you want to go, if you need a computer built or fixed or redone, that's actually my business. You can find me on Facebook at Double L Computer and Repair. And other than that, well, no, yeah, she'll probably kill me, but yeah, thank my wife. She is very supportive of what I do, week in and week out, and I thank her for everything that she's done for me.
Good job, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
Other than that, that's pretty much it.
Good job again. 3rd place. Congratulations on that. We'll talk to you here soon.
All right, thanks, sir.
Man. Next up, we're going to bring in our winner. Nigel, who picks up the win. Hey, Nigel, you got a copy? Hey, Nigel, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
Man, good run. 3 wins now for you on the season. Talk us through your day.
Well, I jumped in fairly late, limited practice, but just yeah, I guess got to grips with the truck, with the track, and unfortunately missed out on the pole by like 1/1000th of a second. But then in the race, I got by Reese pretty quick and pretty much never looked back from there. Took care of the tires and yeah, cruising really.
I was going to ask you, how much was you actually babying the tires? You got out to a pretty good lead. Was you thinking about pitting a little bit earlier? I noticed some guys pitted way sooner than you. Or did you already have a set strategy on what lap you wanted to pit on?
Yeah, I was, once we got that run going, got it strung out pretty good, I was kind of hoping we wouldn't have a caution so I could just split it in half. I saw some people pit real early, like 10 laps early at least. I think Jake went super early, got out way ahead of me. But because he pit from so far back, I wasn't too worried and just stuck to the plan, really.
Well, man, another win for you. I think this is now 3 for you on the season. This is the first time I ever broadcasted you, man. You put on a heck of a show. So congratulations on another win. It was a fun race to watch. 60 or 80 laps and only 2 cautions, not bad at all. Any shout outs or anything like that you want to give out?
Well, my brother really for not interrupting me.
Yeah, I
No,
definitely.
he was gonna say something, but then he decided better off it because he saw I had my game face on.
Well, man, you definitely did. I mean, 65 laps led. You dominated this race. So congratulations on a big win. Um, Go celebrate or whatever you want to do. Have fun, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Well, that was Nigel, your race winner. Honestly, guys, great racing all the way around for these guys. It was fun to watch. Reason why usually we interview the winner first, but unfortunately he wasn't in here at the time, so that's why we jumped over to third place. And second place is not in here. All in all, shout out to Nigel. Great league that these guys got put on. Anybody interested in joining? They got a good crowd in here too. I mean, 21 drivers turned out, not bad at all. Um, yeah, you cannot beat it. And actually, let me do something while I'm sitting here thinking about it. Um, Pull in John Jarrett. Let me pull him in. Hey, John, you got a copy?
Hello, hi Adam. How you doing?
How you doing, man? First off, let me talk a little bit about your league. Tell us a little bit about it. What made you decide to start this? You got a really good thing going here.
Oh, it's been going for quite a while actually. I was in a team who run the league, and they kind of lost interest, but I was still enjoying it, so I just took on the responsibilities before I realised just how hard working it was.
Yeah, are you all still recruiting right now? Are you still accepting new drivers? I know. I mean, you got like I mentioned, a great.
Yeah,
group
if
in here
anyone,
tonight.
yeah, if anyone wants to join, just find the league in the iRacing League thing and join us. All we ask is you run safely. Can make sure you could run a few laps yourself without self spinning, and you're welcome to join us. There's no other criteria. So
Talk a little bit about your race tonight. You finished eighth. Overall, are you satisfied with the outcome of the race? I mean, if we would have went back green, I seen you come down pit road and you took 4 tires, that would have been a whole different game. But overall, are you happy with the outcome of eighth place tonight?
yeah, I'm not really a front runner myself. I'm mid pack at best, to be honest with you. So yeah, if I hit a top 10, I'm generally pretty happy. I short pitted a little bit earlier in the race to maybe try and get a bit of strategy to get a bit further up the track, but it didn't quite work out for me. At the end, I wasn't 100% sure whether we were going to have one lap, so I just thought I'm at the back anyway. Last car on the lead lap is not going to lose anything by grabbing 4 tires just in case we get one
Right.
more lap, because you never know. That
That's
could have
true.
been
Yeah, I
could have been an
mentioned
exciting
it.
finish.
I mentioned that if we would have went back green, it could be your race even with one lap because that's how much tires meant. Where do you all head to next?
I think it's Bristol next.
Okay.
Yeah, the other admins are probably better at remembering the calendar than I am. Yeah, I've got baby brain. I've got a 6 month
I
old
hear
son
that.
and stuff. So yeah, I just try and get by day, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think it's Bristol. Very different track to this one. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of practice myself.
Well, man, you got a good thing going here. I mean, I was really impressed. 80 laps and only 2 cautions, not bad at all. So, is there any shout outs or anything like that you want to give out before we get off the air?
I just want to thank my other 2 admin guys. That's Ben and Reese. They've worked very hard to take some of the workload off me to try and make things a bit easier, so I can concentrate on enjoying the racing as well. So I appreciate to them. Also want to say thanks to the guys who last season chipped in a little bit to help with some broadcasting money, and this race was covered by the leftovers from there as well. So I really appreciate everyone just sort of trying to help out with the costs. It's really appreciated.
For sure, man. Well, congratulations on a good race tonight. And honestly, man, you got a really good thing going. I hope to see it keep going. So, good run for you tonight. And hopefully, we'll talk to you here again soon.
That's brilliant. Thanks a lot, Adam.
Thanks a
And
lot,
yeah,
buddy.
hope to see you again soon.
For sure,
Thanks.
buddy. All right. That's going to do it for us here today, guys. We'll be back here in about 4 hours for our second broadcast of the night. We'll be kicking off NASRA, NASRA Super Late Model Series. Going to be fun. USA Speedway. Hope everybody enjoyed the race. We'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great night and talk to y'all in a little bit. God bless. Yeet.
What's up, bud?
Good job.
Thanks, man.
Yep, you did a really good job.
That
Glad,
40, that 41's fast.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. You got freaking like a 7,000 I rating.
He's okay.
I think it's like 6,700.
We had some good pictures.
You did a really good job, dude. I was
This
impressed with
this
you.
truck looks good.
Yeah, it does. Nah, I know it really did come out really good.